it's me and Glam Goat, Marc. You're on the right track. And the little pink princess dragon. It's Marc Jacobs. Ooh. Yeah, a little more luxury, stuff, but what are you gonna do, right? So guys, you guys go take a seat, and I'm going to talk about, sit. I was able to, I think it was through BoxyCharm, like maybe add-ons or something, I was able to acquire some of the smaller Marc Jacobs palettes for a very reasonable price. And seems as I'm like, I don't think before I like, look before you leap. No, not me. I always end up in the middle of the tar pit. I bought 2 of these and 2 of these, and what I should have done was just bought 1 of these and got 3, but no, I didn't do that. So I wanted to do, a little collab with my good friends. I'm really blessed that I had some really kind people find me on YouTube, and I now belong to this really awesome community. And like my 2 bestest, like I got a lot of friends. I do. I have a lot of close friends on YouTube, but my 2 bestie friends would be Just Jessica and Barbara's Beauty Bag. And I am going to make a little playlist because I sent this palette to Barbara's Beauty Bag, and she really enjoys these type of colors, so I'm hoping that she really likes this. And I sent, because Barbara and Jessica have a little different taste in makeup, and unfortunately it wasn't like there's a lot of really loud stuff in the Marc Jacobs line that was available through the BoxyCharm, but I sent this one to Jessica, and Jessica kind of likes a little darker, smokier look, and this has a nice black and some little darker colors in it, where the other one's a little lighter. So I think that Jessica will enjoy this one better. These are, get my glasses out here. Let's see. Eyeconic Multi-Finish Eye Palette is the one that I sent to Jessica. And basically it says the same thing. Now that one says, so what's the difference between these 2?
Yep.
They both
I'm
say
an idiot
Multi-Finish
once again.
Eye Palette. So do they have a different name? Oh, okay. Fantasine. I don't know if you'd be able to see it there or not. Of course not. Is the one that I sent to Barbara, and Electric, which of course, again, you may or may not be able to, like, can I be still? Sort of, right there. Ah, possibly. Is the one that I sent to Jeff.
This collab is our first impressions.
So
we may do another one later on that after
like
we've used them for a while.
One palette and like 3 of one palette, but brain fart, hello. Yeah, I didn't. So I'm going to be greedy and I'm going to use both of these because sometimes it'd be like that. Okay, I've already put on primer, and let me get my my mirror that I love. Thank you, Becca from Becca's Beauty Journal. I always say that. It's Journey. Scratch Journal, it's Journey. Gave me this for a Christmas collab that we were both in. Gonna grab my beautiful pink, which really could stand a little cleansing. I think I'm gonna have to clean brushes pretty soon. And I'm gonna go into this palette, which is the Fantasine. I'm gonna go in here for the transition shade. Well, these are really soft. Like, you have to tap them off. Okay, am I doing this so that you guys can see? Of course not, because I'm blocking the light with the mirror, right? I personally, I'm just going to go above, like between the lid and the brow with the transition shade. And you'll probably find, if you pay attention to, you know, me putting on makeup, I might use different shades, but I basically use the same method almost every time, and it's a method that works for me. And if you have, you know, hooded eyes and wrinkles inside of those hooded eyes, you might want to try that yourself. I might have to put these lights up a little bit higher. I don't know. I'm going to use that same brush, and I want to go in the crease area. I'm going to go back to the Fantasine and use, I don't know, something just fell on the floor. Oh, this is interesting. She Said, okay, which is in the center here. Oh, you know what? That's kind of a, no, maybe I'm not. I'm going to use this one on the end, which is on the dance floor, okay? She's a matte, and we're going to go in the crease. Pretty sure it's a matte. Yeah, it's a matte. Sometimes they're just so pretty that it's hard to tell if it's a matte or a shimmer. Okay, and I like to use this wide, kind of a little bit flat brush. I'm going to just sort of lay it down, put the edge down, in and above, and then we're going to start the actual blending. Okay, that's really pretty. Okay, I'm going to turn that brush sideways so I get a little bit more of a blend to it, and really start working that up. Wow, that is so pretty. I'm actually going to take a wee bit more. You have to be careful with this because she's a potent girl now. She's a potent girl. So, like, unless I'm going in for the first time, and which maybe I should do that then too, you need to just really just lay your brush down on the product and not try to, like, scoop it up. Because if you scoop it up, you're going to scoop up too much. Ooh. Okay, I think that's really pretty. Let's do the same thing over here. Like, it would be nice if I could, you know, do it where you can see, right? I know, I'm on a phone and not an actual camera, so the whole zooming thing I am working on, as you can probably tell, I'm working on editing, and I did just find out that there's a way to kind of zoom during editing, so I'm not saying I'm going to be able to do that in this video, but eventually. I'm trying to really grow with my channel, so it's not just the same old all the time. And since most of you know, I'm recently unemployed and looking for employment, things like, you know, phone bill and electric bill and mortgage are a little bit more important than, like, you know, buying new makeup and, you know, things that I usually use for content on the channel. So we're running out of ideas. So any ideas that you guys come up with, I'm like there for. I'll tell you what, now I haven't even got into the shimmer palette yet, and I'm really liking this. This is pretty. Whoa, these lights are very warm. Very warm. Alright, I want just a dash more of that. We're going to go right here. You know, besides the fact that you got to deal with the hooded and the wrinkles, you also have to deal with the fact that after years of, you know, use, the muscles that are around your eyes have different shapes because you use them differently. I mean, your eyes are not, as you make facial expressions, we all have our own, and uses that muscle more, you know, so using muscles builds them up. So you end up with, you know, being a little bit not the same on each side. Whew, okay, I am going to go on the, wow, I'm going back to this first palette. I don't understand it, but I'm going to use this darkest brown, which is 4 more. Like F-O-R, not the number. Again, we're still with the matte, which is like, really? Okay, I'm going to go just on the outside with that. In my outside corner, I like to have something that's a little darker than what I'm doing in. This is going to get difficult because I am actually sweating. There goes my dryer. Which means it's going to be hard to blend makeup when you're wet. But there we go. Okay, I'm going to wipe off the excess shadow on my towel that's right here and blend, if possible, Guys, I think I'm going to have to turn off this light right here because it's just, wow, too warm. Too warm. Now, I'm finally getting to the other palette, right? This is the Jessica palette. And I'm going to go in with this one in the center, which is glittering. Because, you know, yeah. Okay, and I'm just going to take that. Holy cow, this makeup is so soft. I'm going to take that and we're going to just put it on with the finger. Ooh, I hope Jessica does like a pink and black, because she can pull that off. And it definitely has the colors in here to do that. Wow. Ooh, that's, yeah. Alright, and let's see if we can make that work on the other eye also. I always find that one eye, I mean, sometimes they both turn out good, but for some reason, they always turn out different. And I do think that that's because, you know, your eyes are not always exactly the same shape, and the muscle that lays under your eyes are not, you know, used exactly the same, so one side is more pronounced than the other, and, you know, everything's just not in the same place, even minutely. When you're doing eyeshadow, anything out of place is like, you know, it just looks like, no, that's me. I'm like, am I just not seeing it? But no, it's me. Okay, we are really close to done here. I am going to go back in with my initial bling brush and do a little bit of blending. And you know, a lot of ladies use like the tape, and I'm just lazy. You know, I'm just, yeah, no, if it gets all over, that's what, you know, man-made concealer for, right? Ooh. So far, I think this is looking really pretty. Okay, I'm going to try and get the excess off of that also. And now, for the inside corner, I'm a bit torn. But I do believe I'm going to go in with this, I don't know. You know what? I'm going to go back to the other palette. I'm going to use this bronzy gold, and that's going on my inside corner. I'm using an Alamar brush. And I just want a little bit right on the inside and drag it into the pink because, you know, yeah. It's hard sometimes because if you put gold with pink, you will end up with a whole different look than if you put like silver with pink. It just, you know, just that little change can give you an entirely different look. Alright, so. Ooh, she is a pretty girl. She is. Looking good, you old lady, you. Okay, I think I'm going to go back in with that really dark that we went in the outside corner with. And actually, I'm going to change mirrors because I need the 10 times multiplication mirror, magnification mirror. And I'm going to just kind of go under the lashes just a wee bit and kind of tie it in with that corner. Wow. You know, I really enjoy, I want to say I really enjoy luxury makeup, but truth be told, I just enjoy makeup. Yeah, I enjoy makeup. Ooh, ooh, she is so pretty. What a pretty thing. Okay, take my powder brush and wipe away some of that glitter that is probably actually highlighter. I don't know what I'm even thinking. Alright guys, I am going to do some mascara and some eyeliner, maybe a little more lip, and I will be right back. So guys, here's my look with the Fantasine and the Electric palettes. And here's the shades are on the back here. Barbara's Beauty Bag and Just Jessica. I really think that these two palettes, Jessica might like something a little bit louder than this, but I think she can do a really good smoky look with this, and she is so talented. I know it's going to look great. Barbara, she loves these neutrals, and she always does such a fantastic look with neutrals. I know she's going to love this palette, and I know she's going to do something great as well. I'm going to put these guys down. You know, I was just so happy that at the time that I bought these, I was financially able to do that and, you know, share with my friends because I love them so much. So let's take a look. Let's do, you know, that whole model thing. Would I wear this to the grocery store? Damn straight. I think this is beautiful. It makes me feel good. And, you know, when it comes to makeup, the rules are yours. You don't wear makeup for everybody else. Wear it for yourself. Wear it the way you want to and do what makes you feel good. Can't wait to see what Jessica and Barbara do, and I will have a playlist down in the comment section. Please go and check them out. They are both incredible ladies, and I think you'll love them, and I think a lot of you already do watch them. So subscribe to the channel. Hey, you know the drill. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, watch the video all the way through, blah, 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 blah. And like us. You know the little goat, he just wants you to like him. Give us a thumbs up. Let me see a comment below, even if it's just an emoji. But let me know, do you have Marc Jacobs? What do you think of Marc Jacobs? Everybody's doing, you know, Natasha Denona right now. But I'll tell you the truth. I think Marc Jacobs' quality is pretty on point. So, you know, let me know what you think. What do you think of this eye look? Do you think that this is too much for the old lady? You think it's just right, or, you know, maybe should I have gone a little louder? Okay, guys. Till the next time, I hope you wake up dancing, boom, boom, wake up dancing every single day. Bye-bye.